I don't know. I love pressure, and it's super fun to me to play in this type of atmosphere and to really give our fans a show because they come out and support us every day. And I'm glad that we got at least one more game in Holloway.
And then, Ellie, obviously, this seemed like there was no defense for a while. Both teams were hitting at a high percentage. How did you eventually catch on and maybe slow them down a little bit? They came off and got to a hot start, but it seemed like once you caught on, you were able to kind of, I guess, alleviate some of that.
Yeah, I think we did a really good job tonight, just adjusting as a team and not waiting for our coaches to make that change. So we just talked to each other in between points and said we need to change this, and I think it really worked for us.
And Chloe, I don't think I need to tell you what happened in the match before you played tonight. Is that kind of an eye-opener when BYU goes out and loses to Loyola? Like, anybody in this tournament is in it for a reason and can get beat, so you have to show up and play in the NCAA tournament.
I mean, yeah, it kind of was an eye-opener, but at the same time, this program has so much respect for Loyola. They were really good. They beat us here last year, so they have a great coach and a great scrappy team, so we're excited to play them.
I mean, you had 19 digs. That's 12 kills, 19 digs. Let's kind of talk about your night defensively, along with the offense.
I mean, when I'm back row, it's just such a luxury because I have such a big block, so they get great block touches, and it's really easy for me to run down balls. And I also have great defenders next to me, like Allie, and then Eva, an off blocker, and Ryan, and even Taylor. I mean, Taylor is like one of the best blocking setters like in the nation, I think. So their block touches and just our coaches get us set up in the right place, so it's really easy to play defense.
Eva, it was a obviously just a really offensive game for you guys, led by you, but a big disparity with the hitting percentage. Did it feel like a close match to you? You know, with you guys winning 3-0, but then you have the every set was close. So I mean, was it a close match, or do you feel you guys played, I guess, worse than the scoreboard?
I think emotionally and mentally, we just didn't execute on all the things we wanted to execute on. And we had a few things that we wanted to work on in this game, and I don't think we quite hit those. But I'm just really proud of our team for coming out with grit. And I mean, it's a really scary thing when you're down by 5 or whatever in the second set, and your season's on the line. So I'm really proud of these ladies for coming back strong.
Allie, you've been a part of a lot of these. What's the feeling like to gear up for this tournament? I mean, does the first game knock off any butterflies?
Yes, I think the first set of the tournament is always just like, I don't want to say nerve-wracking, but you have butterflies for sure, no matter how old you are. And so I am really proud of us for how we came back in that set and pulled it through. But yeah, I think every game in the tournament, like you saw the first game before us, like anybody can win. Everybody's fighting to advance. So I think just learning to control the butterflies a little bit, and I think we did a good job of that.
Chloe, your defensive performance, I mean, obviously people see the offense, people see the kills, but I mean, what kind of pride do you take in those 19 digs? Do you take maybe more pride in those than the kills?
I think it's just tournament time, so we've worked on it all year and in practice, but we know like once we lose, our season's over, and like I'll never get to play with these group of girls and these seniors again. So I think just having the mentality to go after every ball, even if I think I can't make it, because we don't want our season to end.
Further questions for the student athletes?
I have one more. Okay. Eva, the final weekend of the regular season, you go out west, and you're not competing for a Big Ten title at that point. But I think there was some value in going out there, coming back and beating Oregon, then sweeping Washington. How much momentum did you carry from those matches into the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, I think going out west over Thanksgiving, that's a really hard trip to do, especially when we're away from our families and the season's really long. But showing that we can come back down 2 sets against a really good Oregon team who's also in the tournament and probably will go far, just is a really big confidence booster for us. And I think you can see it in everybody's play as we continue on in this tournament.
Okay, that'll do it for our student athletes.